Good evening. A rebellion is brewing against last night's federal budget, with Jay Weatherill vowing to lead a national fight against the cuts. The Premier claims they'll cost South Australian schools and hospitals $5.5 billion over 10 years.
An emergency meeting of state ministers discussing what they claim is a budget disaster.
Everything we warned against, they've done.
Yeah, but raise retirement age, cut into Medicare.
Cameras allowed for just a few minutes.
Excellent, thanks guys.
Before the doors closed, the Premier emerging 2 hours later with some very strong words.
This budget has been full of deception and lies. We will, from this point onwards, lead a national campaign against these cuts.
Cuts the government says would cost 595 hospital beds.
That is more beds than are in the Flinders Medical Centre.
And the equivalent of 3,000 teachers.
It's essentially gutting Gonski, gutting everything that was about Gonski and gutting our education system.
Look, it is a tough budget, there's no doubt about it. We don't support a lot of the cuts which are in the budget, especially those which relate to education and health.
But the opposition leader has accused the government of scaremongering by understating an expected uplift in revenue from the GST. He claims the government's in for an extra $350 million a year. The Treasurer told Morning Radio it's only $60 million.
I'm happy to go head-to-head with you, Tom, any day
You did, and you lost.
Why don't we just agree to put our documents forward later today?
That's exactly what happened this afternoon.
I stand by the figures.
The pair apparently working off different numbers, but both refusing to say they were wrong.
I think he needs to go back to school and start learning some numeracy skills.
Rare winners in this budget included SAMRI, which is set to benefit from a $20 billion medical research fund, and South Australian businesses welcoming a 1.5% reduction in company tax.
That will be a boom to thousands of businesses in South Australia, so that is a good outcome.
But the smiling faces are few and far between.
We will stand up and fight. That's what I committed to in the lead up to the election, and I'm prepared to lead this national fight.
Jay Weatherill loves these national fights, but really what we need in South Australia is Jay Weatherill and Tom Coutts-Toner sitting down and planning out our strategy to return to surplus.
Ben Avery joins us live. And Ben, what will this mean for the state budget?
Well, Brenton, according to the Premier, it changes everything. He told us this afternoon that Joe Hockey has given his cabinet a lot more to grapple with, and he couldn't even guarantee that he will have the budget ready for delivery on the expected date of June 19. Now, further to that, he was also asked whether he believes he can still have the budget back in surplus by 2015-16. His response to that was, we'll have to wait and see.
I guess we will. Thank you, Ben.